Video games have been taking the world by storm since 1970. Game developers are constantly coming out with new and enticing ideas. Not to mention, the graphics on these games are becoming almost lifelike. An average of 145 million Americans have played a video game in their life. The video game market brings in billions of dollars in revenue a year. I played video games since a young age and can agree that kids don't socially interact when they have a video game in their palms. On average, Americans spent $25.3 billion on video games in a year alone. Although video games can be entertaining and enjoyable, young people are being socially deprived of social interactions because access to these games are constantly at their fingertips and they do not care about the cost. Young adults and teenagers' social skills are being affected by video games. More than half of video games contain violence according to the Entertainment Software Rating Board. Pediatric doctor organizations are worried that young kids can mimic the violent behavior displayed on video games and tend to show more aggressive behavior towards others. There has even been cases of murder. In the case of Nehemiah Grego, he brutally kills his father, mother, and 3 of his siblings. He admitted his love for violent video games when questioned for his gruesome murders. Jacob Tyler Roberts enacted A Murder from Grand Theft Auto, a violent video game that he loved to play. Violent video games have also been behind school shootings. Sandy Hook Elementary became a victim of Adam Lanza, who violently came to the school and shot young teachers and kids. Various other murder cases throughout the country are believed to have been influenced by violent video games. These people are also being deprived socially. Video games are more appealing to these young people than going out and socializing with people their own age. They even put their personal relationships at risk. A 21-year-old boy can be socially inept and have the social ability of a 12-year-old. He will not know how to communicate with people or make friends. Compulsive video gaming can also put a strain on romantic relationships. There are some situations where gaming has even led to divorce in what was a strong marriage. These situations tend to make the person more depressed and play even more, only making the situation worse. Compulsive gaming can be hard on a person's budget and time management. For example, if an employee who is addicted to gaming can have a game on their phone while they are working and not finish the work assigned to them. This can lead to the destruction of their hard-earned money. People tend to lose track of time when playing. Lack of sleep can be another negative effect on a person who is addicted to gaming. They shut themselves out of the real world and solely focus on the game. New games and add-ons of every kind are always coming out. This makes it hard for people to control themselves and not buy the latest video games. On some games, a person can buy items to help themselves level up faster. They can also buy add-ons like a different story for a game or a multiplayer map to play on. These items can vary in cost, but can add up fast if the person is constantly buying them. Various games make it difficult for the player to move on or level up with the game, making the player tend to play more, bringing more revenue to the game industry. Gaming can take some stress away, but there is a limit on how long a person should play. Parents should limit the hours a day their child are allowed to play. This is becoming a modern problem with the younger generation.